Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're at out there. It is yours truly, Rob Appell, so well here on YouTube. And I just wanted to sign in. Oh gosh, people are already signing in. Hey, do me a favor as I'm learning this YouTube live because it's so much fun. Please let me know who you are so we can communicate back and forth. This is going to be a real informal morning. We're just going to have a little bit of fun real quick. An update on what's going on for the Peru trip. Hey, it's Carl, of course. I do know Carl. Thanks for being here, Carl. I appreciate that. And most importantly, those of you who saw the free motion video a few days ago, it is time to try the chimoya. So we're going to eat this fruit together and have a good time with this. This is a fruit from Peru that my friend Ana Sofia brought over when I was helping her use my quilting machine for the very first time. So let's just take a moment and let everybody kind of sign in and come in. And it's great to have everybody out here this morning or this evening, wherever you're from. Let me know. Hey, what do you think about the prototype, right? Pretty great. Hi, Karen. Thanks for being here from Houston. I love seeing everybody putting in where they're from. Please don't ask for the shirts yet. It's a prototype. I wanted to have a fun little wardrobe to be wearing on the bicycle trip through Peru as we're handing out sewing supplies. And stick with me. I'm going to show you all of this wonderful stuff, especially you, Vicky, and the Quilting Bee. We're going to show you all of this fantastic stuff that Checkers Notions has donated so that we can take them some beautiful sewing supplies down to Peru. I see Dallas is here. This is great. Oh, fantastic. They've got your sixes joining in. Chris, thank you for being here. A whole big conversation is going to be happening for all of you Quilts of Honor, Wounded Warriors, Quilts of Valor, all of the veterans and first responder related quilt projects that have been going on for the last several years. Deb at Stitchin Heaven, my new home, has got a huge heart. And I asked if I could hang my flag quilt out there so that people could enjoy it again. It's so large, I didn't have a great space to hang it so people could see it. And my goodness, she immediately jumped on an opportunity. So I get to meet with some fantastic gentlemen, quilt makers and veterans and first responders next week. And we're going to start planning an incredible presentation for all of you. So if you have veterans in your life or just anybody, and if you're not aware, the Well and So Well is really about wellness. And no, I'm not a doctor, of course. I'm a doctor of stitchology. And I really don't know much other than I am a recovering alcoholic, 10 years since my last drink, and I know that I have to stay busy. I have to work with my hands. I need to be doing something constantly to feel better and to settle down those weird feelings. So at any rate, that's one of the big things. We want to help those veterans and first responders that may be struggling with some PTSD, give them another resource of ways that they can use their hands in quilting. So stay tuned. Make sure all of your friends and family members are subscribed to Stitchin Heaven, the YouTube channel you're watching right here, so that you can follow along. That will be after I get back from Peru. So yes, I'm going to Peru on a missions trip, and it's a selfish adventure. We are riding bicycles, about 6 of us, 310 miles over the Andes Mountains. The leader in the group is 85 years old. He's the missionary that has been serving down in the jungles along the Amazon Marañón River in Peru for about the last 45 years. This is a big adventure he's wanted to do. His son, 61 years old, Greg Garman's going along. My son, Braden, who is 19 now, he's going along. I'm going. I won't tell you how old I am, but I tell you, I think I'm going to be the weak link on the trip. So I've been training. I got to carry a bunch of sewing supplies. And speaking of sewing supplies, this is really why I wanted to let you all know. There should be a link in the description. Again, I'm new at this YouTube nonsense, live nonsense, just 25% off, limited time. Stitchin Heaven is having a welcome Rob Appell sale. They let me pick all kinds of great stuff. So there's like 3 pages, tons and tons of beautiful fabrics. A lot of the fabrics that were used in this awesome quilt. The book that is called Splice Magic that is used for this quilt. Now remember, if you saw the break-in video where I snuck into Stitchin Heaven and made this quilt overnight, I've mixed and matched the fabric formula, but the numbers are all still the same. And so therefore you can get the Splice Magic book. do some creative coloring, or just use the background examples they have. We're going to be putting up some free information soon, but I really want to get some kits available for all of you. So anyways, there's a lot of beautiful Allison Glass fabrics in here, and then also the Benartex solid reading batiks are also in here. So these fabrics are on the 25% off sale, which I think is awesome. And then things like the wool cutting mat. Do all of you, let's get a survey going right now with your thumbs or your hearts or whatnot. Wool pressing mats. Am I the last one to this party? Really? Am I the last person on the planet to realize how amazing the wool pressing mats are? I mean, this thing is fantastic. So I'm hoping you're all using this out here. And maybe do I have the comments turned off or something? I want to see what you're all doing there. No? Just being silly. Okay, there you go. All right. So at any rate, the wool mats are on sale. I just grabbed a pair of these awesome little applique scissors while I was out there. And I've been working on the applique for the logo here on the quilt, and I really do like these. And you know, I will promise you this, I don't ever promote anything I don't believe in. So if you see it, oh, okay, Quilting Bee, thank you. She said that she covered her wool mat so it didn't stink. Wool doesn't smell great when it gets a little nasty. However, like I remember that from my Letterman's jacket in high school, it'd get a little damp and a little funky. But the benefit of the wool is that the steam goes all the way through and it kind of holds and it keeps it warmer. So I don't know if the cover is the best idea or not. Like I said, I'm brand new. I'm counting on all of you to teach me this stuff, right? This is a community. We're in this together. So yeah, let me know the tricks and techniques and tips that you all have on the wool pressing mats. I know that I've been using them for the piecing, putting these projects together, and man, I absolutely love it. They come in a couple of different sizes. I'm already wishing I would have just gotten the biggest one because it's just, you know, bigger is better, especially when it comes to ironing. I was bringing one home in my suitcase with me, so I went with the medium size, which is fantastic, especially if you like to sit and sew, which we're going to talk about that. I don't know that that's the best health practice, but we'll get down there down a long time. Okay, Vicky says, hers says not to use steam. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, sounds like I need to do a bunch more research before I keep running my mouth about this wool mat. I know I love it, and I maybe go dig the instructions out. Long story short, back up in that link are the pages for all the sale items, and I really encourage you all to take advantage of this. I really appreciate Deb and the team out there allowing me to have a fun group of products on sale. It's always great. 25% off. You really just can't go wrong, right? So, and I don't want to take up your whole day. I really appreciate you all being here. I'm going to get myself a sip of coffee. We have 2 more things we still need to do together this morning, afternoon, evening. We're going to look at the donations that have come in for the Peru trip. And then we're also going to try the chimoya, the Peruvian fruit that our friend Ana Sofia brought over to try. She thought it would be wonderful. Her husband is a farmer and happens to grow these here locally. So anyways, and Karen's saying she wishes she had the biggest wool mat. Or was that the biggest chimoya? I'm not sure, Karen. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. And let me drink this coffee and then turn the camera around so I can brag a bit about the wonderful donations that have come in from Checker and from Stitchin Heaven. But you know, a little caffeine time. That is so good. All right, folks, well, check this out. I want to walk around a little bit and give you a little bit better view. And I apologize, the studio is still under construction. I mean, we're still doing a bit of a remodel in here to get ready for all the new fun we're going to have. So let me just bounce this camera around if I can here. There we go. And would you look at that? I guess I should say, well, well, well. So of course we've got a bunch of bags of fabulous brand new Stitchin Heaven t-shirts. Those are going down to all the folks down in Peru. Well, not all the folks, but a bunch of the folks down in Peru. It's going to be awesome. I'm actually still pre-packing because we are traveling in such an odd format. I've got to have suitcases inside of suitcases. So some of the donations and things are already down here in the big suitcase. And We got these t-shirts, which is going to be great. I absolutely love it. Okay, Karen's clearing up. It's the mat, not the chimoya she was interested in. Thank you, Karen, for that. And then look at this. Like, I've started to pre-cycle or get rid of, we don't need to be carrying all of this recycling with us down in there. So I've now taken a bunch of the needles and put them into a single Ziploc baggie that then could be reused for other things down there. And each one of these boxes like represents a stack of packages of needles. So we've got some betweens, we've got some sharps, all different sizes. I think this is a great idea. And I probably, timber, I should have probably opened this out of the plastic before I went one-handed. But these are pre-wound bobbins of all different colors. We thought this would be a wonderful way to hand folks a bunch of varieties of threads for mending and for doing some small construction pieces and things. Look at that. You get like a whole thread library in a small box. And then, of course, more and more needles. So lots and lots of hand sewing supplies. I've got a bag of threads somewhere. Oh, yeah, look at this. There's all this wonderful Gutermann threads of different sizes and colors. And we'll be leaving a couple of spools and with each folks down there. So that's super exciting. I'm really pumped about this. And it's going to be an amazing trip. The trip technically starts on July 10th. And I really am encouraging all of you to be subscribed on the YouTube channel so that you can enjoy the follow along. I'm gonna do my very best every time we're in a Wi-Fi area to get you all some live feed of what's going on in Peru. It's a beautiful country, wonderful people. I'm getting interested in that chimoya over there. And I'm just thinking that it's gonna be a really awesome opportunity for us. Let's do this. Let's set this up and try this thing. Okay, hold on, everyone. Dramamine time. I'm gonna move the camera one more time. Ooh. But now, hopefully you can all see what's going to happen. All right, coming around. Oh, but then I can't see what you all have to say. So let's turn the camera around one more time. You can see my messy studio over there. Hey, it's a real deal, right? This is what happens around here. Okay, now one more Dramamine issue, and we're coming down low so we can check out how this chimoya is going to work out. Pretty excited about this. Probably saying it wrong even. And I've got the cord for the microphone right in the danger zone. Awesome. Okay, I think we're safe now, folks. So here it is. We're supposed to cut into this. I was told not to eat the stones. Our friend Anna was from Germany, so I think she meant seeds. But if there's rocks in here, I will not eat them, I promise. And so we're just going to go ahead and cut right into this thing. And I probably don't need the... Oh, look at that. The stem took out like the whole middle. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm a little nervous here because she said the stones were toxic, and I'm gonna eat it because it was a gift. I'm gonna also eat it because I was so proud of the bravery that Anna displayed in walking into my home, putting her awesome quilt top that's going to be a gift for her folks on my quilting machine that she had never used before, she had never long armed before, and just tore it up, did an amazing job quilting. She was absolutely fearless with something that was a lot more important to her than this piece of, well, that doesn't sound nice. I was going to say this fruit's not important to me. Let's try it. Okay, you all nervous? I'm nervous. Okay, it's pretty soft, a little juicy. Has anyone ever had one of these before? If I'm doing this wrong, please let me know. I want to make sure I get it right. Oh, it's kind of milky inside. Look at that. Okay. I guess I just get the seeds out of the way. I'm looking for a little help out there, everybody. Uh-oh, I lost my spoon. This is going to get ugly quick. Seam ripper? Stiletto? Maybe that'll work? Okay. Don't eat the stone, she said. So do I eat the parts around it? Has anyone ever tried this? I don't know. Okay. Well, that looks like a piece to eat right there. There's no more seeds in it. Supposed to taste a little bit like banana or papaya, maybe a little bit of both. So, it's good. Yeah, it's scary, right? I better come back tomorrow and make sure I survived. Well, the fun thing about being in Peru, and I hope that nobody from PETA is listening right now, because we ate every form of creature that we could catch down there, because that's what they do, including grub worms, big old beetle larvae. Like, they were bigger than my thumb, and they were moving the whole time, and you had to bite their heads off before they bit you in the cheek or the tongue, and it was pretty crazy. And so we ate armadillo. We ate some rats that I don't remember the names of them. With your cutter, just eat the white part. Oh, okay, cut it again, just eat the white part. All right, I appreciate the help. There we go. Now people are talking me through this. That's what we needed. A little feedback. But there's seeds all through the white part. I know it's gross. What do you mean? You got to try it though, right? We only live once. Might not live at all if you eat the seeds. I don't know. But so, yeah, if you can eat all kinds of, and they serve most of the stuff, it's been boiled, but it's kind of cold in water usually. So it's kind of an oily armadillo. Did I mention armadillo? I ate some armadillo. I'm not going to say I ate monkey, but I did. You know, this is pretty good. Thanks, Anna. This is really good. I hope you're following along today. Uh-oh, there was a sneaker. There was a sneaker seed in here. Pretty crazy. All right, folks. Well, I think I'm going to get back to cleaning up this mess a little bit. I wanted you to all know how brave I have become in trying the new poisonous Peruvian fruit here. And I'm pretty excited to know you're all here following along on this wonderful Saturday. I'm going to encourage all of you to follow the link, get yourself some awesome discounts on some even more awesome products over there. And please, please, please make sure you're subscribed. Oh yeah, and I'm supposed to tell you to touch that little bell. Turn that on so you're always notified, especially over the month of July while I'm traveling by bicycle with my son and my other friends that are missionaries through Peru. It's going to be an amazing trip, and I'm really, really feeling blessed that Deb at Stitchin Heaven is supporting this. And again, thanks to Checkers Notions. You know, they really did a great thing. And can you imagine? Well, you don't have to imagine it. You're going to get to see it, but the experience these folks are going to have when they see all of this. So it's pretty crazy. Now, okay, wait, Karen, before you go, I want you to note, she said no bugs, no worms, none of that kind of stuff. But it does make the cost of travel a lot less. If you're willing to eat from the ground, you can really budget your trip and go a lot further. So with that thought process, I will leave you. I'm going to have a wonderful time in Peru. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the comments. Make sure to share all of this with your friends. Follow us across all of the social media when you're done taking advantage of that sale. And see you later.